Hello folks, this is Paul from Old Boy Rides. This is the T7, this is the 300L. Both are 2023 models. That is the Akaso Brave 4 that this segment of the video is being recorded on. And this is the last video from the Iowa to Idaho series of 2025 of my trip and journey from Iowa to Idaho, the Midwest to Northwest trip. So everything there went fine. Everything was great, other than I dropped the bike a couple times, and one time was on my leg and injured it pretty good. I think I tore some ligaments or stretched some muscles on the inside of my knee. It's okay now, but it was pretty swollen up on the arrival in Buffalo, Wyoming on the way home on the road east. And as I was leaving that next morning from the motel, which I liked, it was a motor inn, a roadway inn, and it was excellent. My bike was right outside my door. It was excellent motel. Excellent. I can't specify. If you're there, use that motel. It was excellent. Roadside inn. And you'll see it in the video. But anyway, I was having such problems with my leg at that point that I decided I'd better head home. I was going to stay another day or two and travel around. But I thought, it's better to go home, heal up, and ride another day. So I headed for home, and in doing so, I was trying to get out from under some storms, as usual on my trip. And I was caught in the rain several times on this trip, and I was caught twice that day under a storm. Had to put cameras away. Eventually I made it to a rest stop along a highway and took refuge in a shelter for like 3 to 4 hours so I could get some cat naps that night, and woke up to caffeinating myself up with Mountain Dew and what have you, and food the best I could. Snacks out of the snack machines. And took off for Iowa, but upon doing that, I watched the sun rise into another storm. And that storm had lightning, which was severe, and high winds, and I did everything in my power to get away from it. And I ended up in Iowa in a clearing spot where it was sunny. So I decided that I would go ahead and have a bite to eat and caffeine up again for the extra jog home, which was couple more 100 miles from where I was. So I was standing there holding the bike because the wind was so heavy I didn't want it to knock it over, and it literally would have. And when I wasn't holding it, I was standing on the kickstand and eating my food and drinking, and I had various candies in my mouth and stuff, which you'll hear when I'm talking. And I showed the bike a little bit there, and then I concluded home and made it home and rehabilitated my knee the best I could, and ended up taking the 300L a month later to Colorado, which I had a really cool campsite in Raspberry Gulch, which is a forest between Salida, Colorado and Buena Vista, Colorado. And it was a really neat campsite. I did extensive video work on that campsite riding around. You'll see it. And it's coming out real soon, in a couple weeks. You'll see that. And I rode the BDR, some of the country roads, some of the county roads, some of the back highways, and a lot of mountain passes on the 300L. And it was great. And it wasn't flawless. It was, I had a flat tire on back once and fell over a couple times, but nothing major. But it was fun, and as far as the Idaho trip goes, it was a very productive trip. My personal business went great. I thoroughly enjoyed my time spent in Idaho, and I will be heading back that way soon. I don't know how soon, a year or two, but I want to go back there because it's such a beautiful state, and the people are great there. And like I said, I enjoyed myself thoroughly, and I'm looking forward to going back in the near future. But until then, I want you to enjoy the rest of this video, and then I'll go ahead and start uploading the Colorado videos. And if you've watched this far and continue to watch the video, please give a thumbs up and continue to watch my videos. I appreciate it. I really do. And I can't thank you enough for watching my videos. Pass the word, you know, get it out there. Let's build the channel and continue this. And also, I want to thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. It makes it easy to find the content for the channel, and it finds you, and it's free. Just push the subscribe button. Push that thumbs up button. And continue to watch my videos. Enjoy this video, and by all means, whatever you do, get out and take an adventure, even if it's in your own backyard. Thank you. Have a great day. I appreciate you. Now the video.
This is Old Boy Rides. I'm Paul. This is the T7 fully loaded. This is day 9 of my Midwest to Northwest trip, as far as Idaho and back to Iowa, looping around. And I just filled up with gas. I'm gonna do a little flyby where I stayed last night with my bum leg, which was swollen worse than it has been the entire time. Which is the roadway in. Pull over here real quick. Which is the roadway in right there. Has 2 slides and a pool, and it's clean, clear, and able to be used. And it's in Buffalo, Wyoming. And it only cost me $99 a night, for which I stayed one night last night, for a king size bed. Comes with refrigerator, microwave, air conditioner, king size bed. It's cozy, it's quaint, and it was definitely quiet and clean. And everything you need is all around it. But it was excellent. I had no problem with it. Loved it, every second of it. Will be back again next year there on my trips through the Bighorn Mountains. Alright, so we're off. June 21st, into the rising sun behind the clouds. It is 8:44. My bum leg's been slowing me up, but I've been able to keep moving. Nothing too rough though, and being careful, extra careful. But other than that, excellent. Bigfoot and Dino the Dino. That's what I call him. So we're off. Gonna take 16 and 14. Again, I have clouds chasing me and covering the mountains. The Hogback and the Bighorn Mountains. So this is day 9. This might be my last day of staying away from home. Learned a lot on this trip about what to bring, how to pack. And I thought I was being minimalist, but I think I can be even more minimalist. I'm absolutely sure of it. So, let's enjoy the ride. This is 16 to Ucross from Buffalo. if the sun ain't too bright. A little chilly right now, especially with my mess jacket on. 61 lets all the wind through it. That should be all right. U-Cross 14, Claremont 25. Just have a good, pleasurable day, relax, and then head home tomorrow. It's been a great trip. Even in the rain, which I had a lot of. As you can see, those mountains back there are just getting swallowed up again, like they did every day. But it clears up, you know, around 1, 2 o'clock for a little while, I noticed. So you basically get a window. Boy, it is windy today. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But you basically get a good window, it seemed to me, like from anywhere from noon to 3 or 4. And to ride through them, usually. I mean, I'm not a weatherman or anything, and I don't live here, so. But everything that I did, it seemed that way. You had to kind of time your mountains right. There was a few of them I couldn't do because it just wouldn't break up, and there was some severe storms on them. Lightning and the whole works. I ended up in hail at one point. Thank God it was only penny size, but I had to pull over and get a place to stay immediately. And I'm glad I did, because about 50 miles down the road they had golf ball size. I would have got beat up bad. I'm already beat up bad. Alright, so let's enjoy this ride. Again, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I always have, I always will. If this is your first time watching the channel, give a thumbs up. Please subscribe. It's free. There will be a lot of content this year and next year. And by all means, get out and take an adventure, even if it's in your own backyard. And what a backyard he's got. Thank you. I appreciate you. Have a great day. All right. This is Old Boy Rides. I'm Paul, and this is the T7, fully loaded. Needs washed really bad. Unloaded, chain tension and oil changed, air filter changed. I'm back in Iowa, and this is what I arrived to. You can see, you can hear it, but I'll shut the visor. You can see the grass blowing. I have to hold the bike. Grass is blowing really hard in the ditch. Just waves of it. It let up a little there, but it's been blowing super hard the whole time that I entered Iowa. Here it comes again. Probably hear it whistling through my helmet. Alright, so that's the end of the Midwest Northwest trip.
Alright, if you made it that far in the video, that's the end, as I saw the rain coming again and shut the cameras off and hightailed it for home. So, as I said, the trip to Idaho and back was excellent, even in the rain. So, From here on, it's Colorado. So please stay tuned, check back often, subscribe please if you haven't. And whatever you do, I appreciate you. Have a great day and get out and take an adventure, even if it's in your own backyard. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you.